Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are rebuilding the Sacramento Kings in NBA 2K26. Really interesting team, obviously. I feel like they have the team to be good. They also have the team to be really bad. But I think we all know that this team probably isn't a championship contender. After them trading De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs, they get Zach LaVine in return to at least stay in contention. But I don't think the pieces honestly fit that well together. Obviously, they have Domantas Sabonis, they have Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk. I don't think any of these pieces even fit, honestly. I feel like they have a bunch of second options on the team. Obviously, we saw what LaVine and DeRozan did on the Bulls, and they decided to pair him back up with the Kings. Like, that was going to change something, but obviously it didn't. Maybe this team can make some noise. Obviously, the Western Conference is stacked, but I just think they're a really mid team right now. They did make some good signings, like signing Dennis Schroeder. They went ahead and traded Jonas Valanciunas, I'm guessing, to shed some money, and they got Dario Saric in return. They also signed Drew Eubanks and free agency. They did draft Nick Clifford in the first round, which was a really good pick. Nick Clifford's going to be really good for the Kings. And then, they went ahead and signed Doug McDermott as well. Isaac Jones is still here. Maxime Raynoma, somebody they drafted in the second round as well, which is a good pick. Obviously, Maxime Raynoma was really good in college. Got some two-way contracts as well. But other than that, we'll see how this team does. I think probably the deadline or in the offseason we'll decide what we're going to do. But I might honestly make some moves at the deadline. Like I said, if we're a bad team at the deadline, I think we might have to consider blowing this thing up because I feel like this team at the deadline could definitely blow this thing up at this point if they're not good enough. But they were in rumors to like Russell Westbrook, but apparently that's not going to happen until they either trade Malik Monk or Keon Ellis. But your rotation heading into this season is Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, Dario Saric, Devin Carter, and then I guess that'll be our diamond rotation. So don't love it, but we'll see how we are at least at the trade deadline if we want to sell off some pieces or not. But I'll see y'all probably at the deadline. We'll see. Let's see if I could trade Malik Monk away to the Los Angeles Lakers for Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, and a 2030 unprotected first-round pick. Sending Malik Monk back to the Lakers for more bench scoring and help them be more of a contender. What do they say? They don't agree, which is interesting. I feel this is a pretty fair trade in my opinion. I guess off those second-round picks, I'll do it. Not that I'd love to, but okay, they're getting closer to saying yes. It's like a better minimum contract we can offer. Like, would you guys want Drew Eubanks instead of Terrence Davis? I can offer him instead. They might say yes now. I don't know. They're really close. It sucks we have to throw second-round picks, but we get the deal done. We get two expirings in the first one. The Lakers could also trade for Andrew Wiggins by the time this video is uploaded. Those rumors are hot right now. But anyway, we traded away Malik Monk. We're just mid. We're 26 and 26. This isn't going to do anything in the West. We're the AFC, and I'm pretty sure that's not where the Kings want to be. I feel like every team, or the Kings want to be a good team, a top team in the West. I don't think this is where they want to be, honestly. So I'd much rather just tank for aged advance or something like that. The next player I want to trade at the trade line, or at least try and trade, is DeMar DeRozan. I feel like at this point, he is having a pretty much of a down year, but I feel like on a better team, he could drive a little bit more with, more space or ball in his hands, something like that. But I'm going to see if I can trade DeMar DeRozan away to it before it starts to progress hard. So what team would be interested in DeMar DeRozan? I have no clue. Probably a team that needs help scoring the ball. So I can see the Grizzlies trading for DeMar DeRozan. For like having him for a year or two, we could take on KCP's contract. So we might end up making a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. They can get like a microwave scorer, like a third scorer. Maybe the Indiana Pacers would have interest, but I don't think they trade Mathurin for DeMar DeRozan. I don't think they would do that. Maybe the Rockets we could take Fred VanVleet and at 2027 are protected. This could work. But I don't really see the Rockets having interest in DeMar DeRozan. Do you guys think the Rockets could want DeMar DeRozan? We could send him there, sure. But we are getting this Brooklyn pick. Yeah, they don't really need DeMar DeRozan's skill set by any means. He could play the two, and they could play Ahmed Thompson at point guard. But I don't see him trading for him. Then the Wizards, other teams offering me as well. I think I'm going to try and negotiate with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, like I said, they don't really have a third guy by any means. I did have injuries on. I forgot to turn them off, but they're off now, so we're good. So if we can take on, okay, let's remove Nick Clifford. Let's just do a swap like this. So if we can take on KCP and just one future first round pick, I'd be want to do this, maybe a couple second round picks on top of that. I'd be want to do this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies, and they say no. Really? All right, whatever. Let's take out the second round picks. Then will they say yes? Dude, come on. This is literally the fairest trade you can ask for. Okay, we have to throw 2 seconds, whatever. They agree. I still don't have to throw second round picks, but We're now low on second round picks. We had to trade them all to get these. Maybe we didn't have to trade two. Maybe it only took one, but we got that trade done. Trade DeMar DeRozan for KCP and a first round pick. So I like that. It's like we just got two first round picks from Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan. Sure, you love to get more, but right now that's where the value is. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. I don't see teams lining up to get Zach LaVine's contract. He's probably gonna opt into that player option. I guess we could maybe look to trade Dennis Schroeder. I mean, we could just trade him in the offseason. I feel like that'd be easier. But if a team does want Dennis Schroeder they want to give him a couple second round picks, I'd definitely do it. But I might end up keeping him. The Hornets want him, but I don't want to trade a first round pick to get off his contract. The Nets want that first round pick. I think I'll wait to the offseason. So I'm gonna wait to the offseason to trade Schroeder. But your rotation now, it's honestly pretty bad. We got Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, KCP, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Keon Ellis, Dario Saric, Gabe Vincent, and Devin Carter as your. I'm going to run a 10-minute rotation at this point, and we're going to get in Nick Clifford, not Maxi Kleber. So we're going to play Nick Clifford over Maxi Kleber, and then I'm going to play more mental over Gabe Vincent. So I don't really want or care about Gabe Vincent in the rotation at this point. I kind of want to play Maxime Reynolds too, so why not? So Maxime Reynolds will get minutes off the bench. One guy I'd love to get minutes off the bench right here, or I guess I was going to say Isaac Jones, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. But all right, we're officially embracing the tank, and I'm going to see you guys at the – I don't want to play KCP at small forward, though. I'm going to actually start Nick Clifford right away. I'm going to start Nick Clifford at small forward, and I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Hopefully we can be in the Agent Advanced, Darren Peterson, or Cameron Boozer's sweepstakes. At number one, honestly, to be honest with you guys, we don't have any second round picks to trade, so we'll have to trade Dennis Schroeder to the Heat. This would be another time Schroeder's getting traded. We'd have to trade future draft capital, which I don't love. They still say no. Honestly, I'm fine with it staying at 3 if we can't get it done. I don't want to trade Ray Nome, and I don't want to trade. I guess we could trade Devin Carter in theory because they want to trade him in real life apparently, but I don't know. I want to keep Devin Carter for this rebuild, so. I guess we'll stay at 3. Who knows? I mean, either we're going to get one of the top 3 players, so I'll take it. I'll keep Doug Christie for one more year because there's no really good head coach options, obviously. The first year seeming late, but next year is going to be a bunch of good ones, so I'll wait for that. So we don't have to do it, but before draft night, I still do want to trade Domantas Sabonis. We're just going to stay at 3. I can do this trade with the Toronto Raptors. We get Domantas Sabonis, and hear me out. We take on Caleb Wilson and R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett could be a player for us. We can develop for a year. We'll see what it becomes. We'll see if he's good. If he's bad, we won't resign him. If he's good, we'll resign him, and then we'll get a first-round pick on top of that. This isn't a bad trade by any means. We'll offer it. It's like what they have as far as trade concern, but they're closer to agreeing with it than I imagine. I might make this trade go through, honestly. This is a superstar trade, and I struggle with superstar trades being realistic in 2K. It's just hard, man. I feel like the Raptors would do this, honestly. I don't think they're committed to R.J. Barrett long term. And they're trading Caleb Wilson, the ninth overall pick, which you don't know what he's going to become. And then they get their starting center as Domantas Sabonis. They can also make other moves by trading Ingram or quickly. I think we make this trade go through. I'm going to make this trade go through. All right, so we made the trade go through. Honestly, I never made a trade with the Raptors with Sabonis anyway, so we could have just sent him to the Bulls, which we could have done. We could do that all the time. Always send him to the Bulls, the Hornets. Why not switch it up and get R.J. Barrett in Sacramento, which I feel could be an interesting fit him in Sacramento as well. I always thought that he would be the one to go to Sacramento, but I would try and trade Zach LaVine too, but I don't see it. Honestly, Keegan Murray would be a guy that I look want to bring back. He wants $22 million, though. Keon Ellis, do we just let him go at this point? I'm not bringing any of these guys back. So do we want to re-sign? What do we got now? So we got Schroeder, Devin Carter, LaVine, KCP, Nick Clifford. We got R.J. Barrett. We got Cameron Boozer and Caleb Wilson, which would be a good power forward rotation for the future. And we need like a starting center and probably like then re-sign our players. So I think we'll re-sign Keegan Murray to his asking price. So we're gonna pay him. How about $20 million? Actually, he's a restricted free agent. I don't have to pay him yet. I'm gonna bring back Keon Ellis to be like a backup too. We might end up trading him at the trade deadline as well, if honestly we need to. But I still do want to re-sign Keegan Murray. I don't want to renounce him. That's one thing I want to do. He's a restricted free agent. Restricted free agents always take forever to sign. As you can see right now, what's going on with Jonathan Kuminga, Quentin Grimes, those guys. Okay, he has a big offer from the Warriors coming in. So I'm going to match this offer. If it lets me match it, I'm just going to match it. So we're not letting him go to the Warriors. We're going to match that offer from the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to renounce probably everybody else, and then we should be good on that. No, we don't really need anything else. So we now have, I guess, Keon Ellis back. Which I guess we don't really need to bring him back. Also, one more thing I want to do. I'm going to see if I can trade Dennis Schroeder away for just a couple second-round picks. That's really all I want at this point. So the Rockets could definitely use another guard, so they want to give me Steven Adams and a couple second round picks. I'll be willing to do that. Or I guess it's a pick swap, but I'll do it. We get Steven Adams and a pick swap. We'll take it. So Adams could be, I guess, a center for us that we need. So we'll take. That's a good trade. The Rockets do probably need another guards. We have that going for us. Hopefully, Devin Crowder and Nick Clifford develop into backup guards for us. Then I'm gonna go ahead and move Caleb Wilson or Cameron Boozer. Caleb Wilson or Keegan Murray to small forward. Murray stays the same. Wilson stays the same as well. I'll just move Keegan Murray there at this point. It doesn't matter too much. Keegan Murray will be the backup small forward for us. And then we obviously do still need a center. But maybe Steve Adams or Ray Noam could start for us. I don't hate starting them both, but I wouldn't mind signing one more just to be safe. No, I'm gonna let it ride, honestly. This will be another taking year. I'm just gonna let this year ride and we'll see what ends up happening. So play progression is gonna be huge. All right, so Zach LaVine is down 3 overalls. RJ Barrett is still at 82. Devin Carter's up to a 78. That's huge. Ellis is up. Nick Clifford's up to a 75. Maxi Renome's up to a 73. Adams and KCP are both progressing, but I like this team. I don't hate it by any means, obviously. I still do want to trade Zach LaVine. Maybe it's at the deadline. He has an expiring contract now, so in theory, we could just let him expire. But I feel like with him scoring the ball, it could take away from our taking. We're trying to become, or we're trying to build here. We are running a balanced system. I don't want to start Adams, though. Loki is going to start Maxime Reynaud right away because what do we have to lose at this point? So I'm going to still see my fucking trade exactly at the deadline, like I said, obviously. But your rotation heading into the season is Devin Crowder, Zach LaVine, RJ Barrett, Cameron Boozer, Maxime Reynaud, Keegan Murray, Keon Ellis, Nick Clifford, AJ Green. I remember signing him, and then Caleb Wilson. But I guess he could play. I don't remember signing him, but I guess he could play, and that'll be our rotation. So, is there anybody I want to play instead of anybody? No, really, this will be our rotation. I'll see y'all maybe at the deadline. We'll see. Victor Wembanyama has won the MVP. Darren Peterson is your Rookie of the Year. Cameron Boozer got absolutely robbed. Marty Nolan. But at the end of the season, we did finish off as the 10th seed, which low-key sucks. I didn't really want to make it in, but it's whatever. We had 19 from Boozer. Yeah, absolutely robbed, dude. We had 18 from LaVine, 16 from RJ Barrett, 12 from Keegan Murray, 9 from Caleb Wilson, 9 from Nick Clifford, 9 from Devin Crowder, 7 from Maxime Reynaud, but 5 from Keon Ellis, with 5 from AJ Green. So Maxime Reynaud wasn't the best at our starting center. I mean, he was okay, right? Maxime Reynaud could shoot threes. I don't know why he hasn't shot. Is it because of his tendency? I know he can shoot. I don't know why he doesn't. He's not shooting. It must be because of 3-point tendencies. But anyway, we're about to see if we can go. Maybe make it to the playoffs. We'll see. We got the Clippers in round 1. We are gonna win. We got the Utah Jazz in the second game of the plan. So this would get us in. We are gonna win. So I don't know. I don't love that at all, man. I wish we would have lost really bad. I can't lie with you, but we're here now. We got Dallas. We're probably going to lose this Mavericks team. I'm already knowing. Like, I don't know what's the point. We're going to make any noise in the playoffs. We're just going to get swept. So now we're not going to have a louder pick, which is so annoying, bro. Tired, so I guess there's got a 2-year rental of DeMar DeRozan, I guess. Adams is going to retire, so we don't have to deal with this contract anymore, thank goodness. But, all right, heading into the draft lottery, we are projected the number 11th pick from the Grizzlies, so we do have that pick from the DeMar DeRozan trade, which is nice. You can see where that pick ends up landing, and it is going to be the 12th pick in the draft. So it's not going to jump up. It's actually going to go down. We get to get a new head coach now. We're going to move on from Doug Christie. So Doc Rivers, I might go after Billy Donovan, dude. If you guys know, Billy Donovan is the greatest 2K coach of all time. But I see JJ Redick. I'm gonna go after JJ Redick. So JJ Redick. No, for some reason, whenever I get Billy Donovan, we literally win 70 games every video, and I don't know what it is. Whenever I get him, we're just so good. But the goal for this year is to get a new starting center to pair with Boozer, obviously. So I want to get starting center. Wilson will continue to develop, obviously. Should be good on that note. We might move from RJ Barrett. Who knows? I'm going to stay put at the draft probably with pick 12 and 15, 27, I guess. We can see what we can get with those picks. So number 12, we got Caleb Holt, which I think that'll be the pick. Or Taj Ariza. I mean, Taj Ariza might develop into a starter potential. Never mind. Brandon McCoy develops nicely as well. I want to grab Caleb Holt and Brandon McCoy. So I'm going to draft Caleb Holt here. Then hopefully Brandon McCoy can still be there. Cam Williams goes to the Magic, and then Donnell McCormick goes to the Thunder, which means we're going to be taking our guy, Brandon McCoy. That'll be a really good draft, trust me. On pick 27, we got Dylan Mingo Young, starter Nick Van Exel. So I'm looking for all-star. Anybody have all-star down here? Probably all going to be starter at this point. Oh, we got an all-NBA guy, Jackie Thorpe. He might develop into something nice. but everybody else probably. So I might just take the guy with the most potential. We could take another guard and Jackie Thorpe. Let's do it. So we'll do it. Once to the team, you three. Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, and Maxime Reynaud will accept every single one of them. Qualifying offers, none. Heading into free agency, we had cap space for like a max. We have a lot of cap space in free agency, so let's move from RJ Barrett, which low-key think I might do. He hasn't really brought anything too great to the table, but all right, we got Devin Carter, Keon Ellis, Brandon McCoy. We got Nick Clifford, Caleb Holt, Keegan Murray, Boozer, Wilson. We need a center. Gladly away from the Mavericks. Hear me out, bro. So the Mavericks are in financial trouble, obviously, with all the guys that they're paying. You know, let's see, they're about to pay Cooper Flag in a couple of years. Anthony Davis is making $62 million. They have Gafford, and they're about to re-sign Kyrie Irving. Let's say we go ahead and they're about to pay Kyrie Irving. He's about to re-sign. So would that mean they're not be able to afford a guy like Derek Lively if we offer him a lot of money? That's what I'm going to do. I'm about to completely overpay on Derek Lively. The Mavericks won't be able to match this. We'll still have $50 million left to sign for a max player. So I'm going to offer him like $29 million for 5 years. And Derek Lively will sign $29.75 million. Sure. Derek Lively's going to probably sign that. But it's all up to the Mavericks. They want to match $127 million. I don't think they're going to. We're obviously overpaying a lot. So if they don't, hopefully I'm hoping they don't match it. If not, we're probably, because that's the center option I want. If we can't get him, will the Mavericks match it? They don't. Okay, we are successfully getting Derek Lively. We could announce everybody else. I don't really care. Derek Lively, welcome to the team. He is our new starting big, so we overpay. I agree. We prime away from the Mavericks. They were not willing to match that asking price. And just like that, we got our guy in Derek Lively in free agency, so we'll absolutely take that. He can either be a starter or the backup for the future. Whatever happens, happens. I guess we can let Maxime Reynaud be the backup. We have our power forward rotation set. I guess in theory we could use a small forward, but I might trade Keon Ellis right now. I might trade Keon Ellis for something. Might just dump him off, honestly, because I don't think he's going to be using the rotation much no more. So I'm going to see if I can trade him for something, maybe a wing. Who knows? Doesn't really matter to me. So we get Justin Edwards, Jacoby Walter, okay. Malik Monk, obviously don't want him back. So I think I'm going to simply do this trade with the Cavaliers, though, where we take on more money, but we are getting a first. I don't really want to take on his contract. So we could do, if we could maybe swap him for Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards is a guy I have interest in. Actually, no, we'll just keep him. It doesn't matter too much. We'll just keep him. Is there any small forward can sign for so like Bryce Sensabaugh, senior in free agency? I think he might be the route to go. So we're going to sign Bryce Sensabaugh to a 2-year deal, $5 million. So Bryce Sensabaugh will be the backup small forward. And I'm fine with how this team is for now. Obviously, it isn't a great team by any means, but we'll see what happens. Looks beautiful as well, man. Derek Lively's up to an 85. Kimmer Blues up to an 84. Keith Murray actually developed up to an 82. Devin Carter's up to an 81. Wilson's up to an 81. Nick Clifford is up to a 79. Sensabaugh developed. Keon Ellis is up. Maxime Reynaud is up to a 75. And we got these guys still, the rookies, that are still yet to be unlocked. So, honestly, I think we should have a great team for the future. The one position I am concerned about is our point guard, honestly. I don't think Devin Carter could be our main starting point guard for the rest of the video. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen. But I feel like if we get a long-term starting point guard option, even if like Brandon McCoy, Jackie Thorpe, even if those guys develop into a starting point guard, I wouldn't mind it. But I feel like in the future, we're going to need to get an elite starting point guard for this team. So we got Devin Carter still starting, I guess, which we could start him, have him come off the bench. I mean, I kind of do want to start McCoy right away since we really have nothing to lose, but I guess we'll continue to start Devin Carter. Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, Keegan Murray, Cameron Boozer, Derek Lively. I'm fine with this, with having Derek Lively, Boozer, and Keegan Murray as our rotation in the starting 5 for the future. I'm just worried about our guards, man. Caleb Wilson, Bryce Sensabaugh, Keon Ellis, Maxime Reynaud, and then Caleb Holt is your 10-man rotation. So we'll leave it something like that, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. Rookie, you're going to stoke. At the end of the season, bro, I got to show y'all our record. Y'all are going to be so surprised. I didn't even think we're going to be this good. Caleb Wilson with the 20 points off the bench. Low-key, he might be our starting small forward in the future. I mean, he can also be our 6th man. Averaging 20 points off the bench is crazy. But that's not really the crazy thing about it. We ended up being, okay, let me see. All NBA first team, nobody making it, but we are the number 2 seed. The number 2 seed in the West. I didn't expect us to be good, like, honestly, but maybe JJ Redick lit a fire in us. I mean, 58-24 in this season is amazing after what we just went through, but Boozer was the answer, man. Averaged 25 points per game. He's developing into our superstar. 20 from Caleb Wilson off the bench. I don't think we can have Wilson play the bench. He's too good to come off the bench. So he's going to develop like crazy in the offseason. So I think the plan is to have him play center and just bench Keegan Murray, I guess, and then maybe trade off Sensabaugh. I mean, he was the third scorer for us, averaging 13. Or we can move him to the two. I don't know. But 12 from Keegan Murray, 12 from Nick Clifford. He shot 38% from three this year. So he can be a really good 3-and-D player for us. We had 12 from Lively. We had about 11 from Devin Carter. And I still don't think Devin Carter's a long-term option at point guard. He doesn't develop that much. But, yeah, obviously a trade is coming in the offseason, I guess, to maybe make this team even better. But, okay, I'm going to go at 9-minute rotation. I'm going to shrink this bench utilization down just a little. I want to see what we can do in the playoffs. I probably don't expect nothing crazy, but, hey, man, we're a great team. Also, before we do this, I got to check our team stats and see. So offensive rating, we were number 2. Okay, defensive rating, we were number. Defense, look at the defense wasn't that good. So the defensive rating, we were number 18. So we have to upgrade our defense in the offseason. But we got Minnesota in round 1, which we are gonna beat them in 6. Okay, great start. Now we're in the second round of play. The Rockets. Also, this is our first time, getting past the first round in like a whole decade or something like that. I know it's a long time, but it might be longer than that, honestly. But now we got Houston in round 2. Reed, Amen, Kevin Durant, Tari Easton, Şengün, Jabari, Nick Smith, Mika, Clint Capella, Tim Hardaway. So we're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. They're going to take game 3. They're going to even it up. They're up 3-2. They're going to win this one, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Sometimes you get, reverse swept in 2K. I don't know what the reason is, but the Rockets going to win their championship. You don't usually see the Rockets winning, but they won the championship, which is interesting. But KD retires in the championship, so the haters could probably, the people could say now that he won a real ring, I guess. But Derek Schroeder retired. Heading into the draft lottery, we are going to have probably not going to have a lottery pick, obviously, but the Nets get 1, the Bleeders get 2, Bucks get 3, Lakers 4. We, on the other hand, are going to have the 28th pick in the draft. So I have pick 28 in the draft. Redick just sparked something in us, man. We have pick 28 in the draft, and then okay, so I'm fine with this, obviously. I still do want to make a trade. I still don't think we're I still don't think we're good enough. We're a good team. I don't think we're good enough to win the championship. We got it to round 2, which is great. I 100% think we need a trade for somebody. Is Maxi May going to develop? Because if not, we could get a new backup center. I mean, we'll see. But I do want to make some type of trade here. I don't know what it is, but I do want to do something. Any trade yet? I have to see how free agency is looking like. First, we drafted Jalen Mitchell in the first round. We're going to accept everybody here. Qualifying offers. We have Devin Carter and Maxi May. Heading into free agency. Okay, so I want to look at this. Who are the big free agents that we could sign? I don't John Moran offer right now. I don't see Luka being realistic. I don't think I see John Moran being realistic either, but he's here singing in free agency. I don't think dude, he has no offers. Okay, let's just say, hypothetically, if John Morant did test free agency and, he maybe doesn't want to remain with the Grizzlies, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if Ja will ever be the guy to, leave, but if he would have hypothetically test free agency, you gotta throw him an offer, right? You can't just not throw John Moran an offer. The goal was to trade for LaMelo Ball. That was the thing we're probably gonna do. But if we can just get Ja for free, I think we have to do that. We could take on LaMelo's contract, but I don't think whatever we're going to offer is not going to be enough. We could throw, I'm going to say, sign and trade Devin Carter and Brandon McCoy in there. I don't think this would ever be enough for him. We can offer this, but we don't have the good enough, and they're contending, so it'll be hard. But we have the chance to get Ja Morant. I definitely think we jump on that. So I'm going to offer him the max, see what he says. He's going to choose us. So John Morant was only offer, obviously going to choose us. But John Morant tested free agency. We got him. We landed a big-time free agent in Ja. We have to renounce, most of our players. I don't want to renounce Devin Carter. I want to bring him back for him to be a backup. So is there a way we can do that? I don't think it is. I mean, do we have to trade anybody to do that? Let's see. I guess we could let him go. Brandon McCoy would develop. So we're not going to be able to re-sign Devin Carter or, anybody else, but hopefully it shouldn't really matter too much. How about, man, we have to announce everybody, even Maxi May? No, all right, well, we brought in John Morant. I guess that's all that matters. So John Morant, welcome to the team. Obviously, he'll be our starting point guard. Hopefully Brandon McCoy develops. I would have loved Devin Carter back, but this is not going to be possible. So we got that. We're all for us up point guard. Even Jackie Thorpe can develop into that. Nick Clifford and Caleb Holt, we'll see the starting 2 next year. Keegan Murray, Bryce Sensabaugh. Like I said, I still think Caleb Holt is too good to be coming off the bench. We also need a backup center. So What do we got for us? So I don't like any of these backup center options. So unless like if somebody we get signed on day 12, but Misi might already have a big offer. So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can trade Bryce Sensabaugh. I'm gonna see if I trade Bryce Sensabaugh for a backup center. I don't love trading Bryce Sensabaugh, but since Caleb Wilson will play small forward for us, we're gonna run diamond rotation. But Caleb Wilson gonna play small forward for us. I'm gonna trade Sensabaugh for a backup center. Let's see if I could talk to the Phoenix Suns about Mark Williams, honestly. I'd absolutely love to get Mark Williams in this team. In my opinion, I feel like he fit really well. At least be the backup there. I'm going to see if I could trade him and Jalen Mitchell and a future first-round pick swap to get Mark Williams. That's all it took. So Mark Williams, he'll be our new backup center, so we got that rolling for us. Now I'm about to move Wilson to small forward. He's going to develop really nicely, so we'll take that. Suggs doesn't go up, but it's fine anyway. So now all we need is a backup power forward in free agency, and we're good. So we got Obi Toppin, Rui Hachimura, Noah Clowney, Chris Murray, Jared Vanderbilt. Okay, I think I'm going to go with probably the best one I've seen, Obi Toppin. Rui's a good shooter, but he's regressed like crazy. I'm going to lie with you. He was way better than that. So I'm going to go after Obi Toppin for the minimum, and that'll be our only move. Let's see how I play a progression. We got John Morant up to a 94, Boozer up to an 88, Caleb Wilson's up to an 86 overall. Derek Lively's up to an 86. Nick Clifford's up to an 82. So Nick Clifford can low-key be our long-term starting shooter. He's been really, really good for us, dude. He's also a great three-point shooter and stuff. I think Caleb Pole's up to an 80 as well. And then we got Brandon McCoy going to a 77. The only guy going down is Obi Toppin. Even Jackie Thorpe put up 4 overall. So we'll have a great team. I'm happy we brought in John Morant, honestly. I'm glad we did that. He was afraid to sit in there. I feel like, who's more unrealistic, Luka Doncic or John Morant potentially joining the Kings? I think I have to say Luka. I think he's fine with Los Angeles, but we're running a pace and space system. Could we be better anywhere else? No, we'll just stick with pace and space. Or would balance be better? I mean, it's running pace and space. So, I mean, I guess balance would fit John Morant a lot better, but I guess it's fine. It shouldn't matter too much. But okay. John Morant is a starting point guard with Nick Clifford, Caleb Wilson, Cameron Boozer, Derek Lively, Keegan Murray, Mark Williams, Caleb Holt, and then Obi Toppin is your number. So I absolutely love this number. Instead of playing Obi Toppin, I'm low-key going to give these minutes to Brandon McCoy so we can be our backup point guard. And I'll see y'all at the end of the season. I absolutely love how this is looking like right now. CJ Roser is your rookie of the year, 6-man going to DeJounte Murray. But at the end of the season, Christian Collins is low-key the best player of the 2027 draft class. He really is, dude, especially in 2K. This guy is really good. But we finished off winning 63. So for 63 and 19, that's great, obviously. But low-key, I want to become a good playoff team as well. We had about 28 points from John. He made All-NBA first team. He was worth the signing. We all know that. So we're the number 1 seed. We'll see if we can make some noise in the playoffs. 63 and 19, number 1 seed. We can look at the team stats really quickly. Did I really forget to get there? Okay, there they are, team stats. Okay, so offensive rating, we were number 1. Defensive rating, we were number 19th. So we were 18th last year, now we're 19th. So the defense definitely needs some. We're the 11th worst defense in the league, according to defensive rating. So you don't love that, obviously, but I feel like we'll still be fine. The offense is still clicking on all cylinders. We just need a better defense. So players have to get about 28 from Ja, 23 from Boozer, 20 from Caleb Wilson, 11 from Nick Clifford, and he shot about 41% from 3. 11 from Caleb Holt, 10 from Keegan Murray, 9 from Derek Lively, 8 from Mark Williams, 6 from Brandon McCoy. But yeah, his team isn't even done developing, which is the craziest part about it. But now we got the Los Angeles Clippers in round 1. They ended up signing Luka Doncic, Podziemski, RJ Barrett, Rui. So RJ Barrett is one we obviously let go, but all right, we're going to see if we can beat the Los Angeles Clippers, which we are going to beat them in 5 to play the lot, or we're going to sweep them, my bad. And we got the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a pretty good roster. They have Shea, Dash Daniels, J-Dub, Chet, Hardenstein, Topic, Cason Wallace, Jaden, Hugo, and Gabe Neesmith. All right, I'm going to see if we can beat this Thunder team, which we're going to take game 1, we're going to take game 2, we're going to take game 3. And so far, we have not lost a single game in the playoffs. As we got the Phoenix Suns, we obviously gave them Bryce Sensabaugh. He is, playing pretty good, which I expect. But surprised they beat Dallas. I think I should be kind of scared of the team. I'm not going to lie with you. But we obviously still a lively way from them. So, oh well. We're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. And do we up? There, our first loss inside the playoffs. Second loss in the playoffs. What, are we actually going to choke this? No way, bro. Didn't cast this one. We'll see if we end up losing to Phoenix. But so far, we have the lead. We still have it. it's going to be a close game or something like. No, actually, we're going to choke it. We're going to choke a 3-0 lead. We're actually an unserious team. There's no way I just did that. We just choked a 3-0 lead to the Phoenix Suns. This team isn't even that good, bro. How do we choke it? Are they going to win the championship? They losing 5 to the Heat. How did the Heat beat them? But we didn't, bro. How did this team do it? But we literally choke a 3-0 lead. That's absolutely insane. That's crazy work, 2K. I know that's crazy. That could have been our chance. One time we'd have to do with Dallas. That literally could have been our chance, but we lose, we sell, we choke with 3-0, which I still don't understand how that's even possible, how we even did that, especially against that team. And now Dallas is going to keep getting more stacked as they get number one overall pick in the drafts from the Luka trade. How crazy is that? But, all right. So I guess now we can just run it back. I mean, we don't have much to do. I'll let the assistant GM draft JJ Houston. We'll accept everybody here. Qualifying offers, Nick Clifford, somebody we obviously have to re-sign. He's really good for us. So Nick Clifford. Keegan Murray as well as Mark Williams re-sign everybody, give them new deals. Then after that, I mean, we'll have ourselves into this team at this point. Still have some way to sign somebody, definitely. So, but do we want to? I mean, I don't really think there's no need. So I'll see y'all play a progression. Caleb Wilson going up. We got Holt, Nick Clifford, Keegan Murray. The only guy that didn't go up was Baden McCoy, which is so freaking disappointing. I expect some development from that. At least Jackie Thorpe could have been better than him, but hey, man, no development from those, but I'll see y'all once again at the end of the season. EP, I'll probably go like 1 to 2 more years left on this one, at least 1 more year after this if we don't win. But all right, it's time to see if we have a chance to get it done. Player stats, we have about 28 from John Morant, 25 from Cameron Boozer, 23 from Caleb Wilson, 14 from Caleb Holt, 11 from Nick Clifford, 10 from Murray, 8, 7, and then 5 from Brandon McCoy. But okay. We go 8-man rotation. It's time to see if we get it done. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder round. Not sure you guys our record though. We went 73-9. So yeah, this is I'm just used to winning 70 games now. But all right, Oklahoma City is how they're looking like. In round 1, we are going to beat them in 5 to play the San Antonio Spurs with De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Carter Bryant, Chaz, Wibby, Castle, Dame Starr, Lincoln Cosby, and Mark Sears. So. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, they ended up. Okay, game 3, we're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're gonna beat them at 5 to play the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie Irving, Alexander Walker, Flag, Zion. They got Bamba Torre. Is that like the new rookie toy right now? I guess it is. They have Lonzo, Haro. Hopefully, we can be able to beat the Dallas Mavericks here. That's what the goal is. Get it done. So game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2. I'm going to take, okay, game 3. I'm not really moved. We really choked a 3-0 lead last year. We're up 3-2, and we are going to beat them at 6. Okay, now we got the Dirty Pistons. The Pistons have Cade Cunningham, Kalabali, Asar, Miles Bridges, Jalen Duren, Nick, Jaden Hardy, Jordan Page, and Payne. While Jaden Hardy seems to do so good at 2K. So we'll see what happens, though. This is a pretty good roster. I can't lie with you. They have everything they need to win. We also have everything we need to win. So here we go for the championship. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to take. Game 3, we sweep them. Yes, we can win the championship. Caleb Wilson was the Finals MVP. Oh, okay, we got it done. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Really fun one. Once again, the Kings. What do you guys think the Kings should do? Do you guys think they should blow it up? Do you guys think they should continue to keep pushing to win with the roster they have now with older, or I mean, like DeRozan, Levine, Sabonis, or should they trade him and go the direction that we went in? Comment down below what you guys think about this rebuild in general. Do you guys think the trades were unrealistic, realistic? Comment down below what you guys think. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.